right now. I just pressed it on.
Okay.
My
Well, I
phone
am
about to.
excited to be here with you.
Is it on there? People be like, "You're not even on. Not even on live." Let me see if it's on there. Can you see it?
Not on YouTube, but it's fine. I don't need to see it. I know how I look.
Oh, I see it right here.
Mhm. Right, right,
Anyway,
right for your other side.
so I asked a couple of people about their red flags and green flags. One of my friends gave me like 50. I was like, God damn,
They're green flags.
green and red. I was like, who about to read all this shit?
Well, I know you
But
did the red flags, so I mostly have green flags for today. Let's talk about the good stuff, not just the bad stuff. Because I
but
think the good stuff does show what the bad is. So
so what green flags you got starting off?
my big thing on my Kendrick, like I said,
Yeah,
um,
Kendrick.
on my Kendrick, values. Yeah,
Values.
yes. If you walk in your values, not just say like, oh, I want to do this or I believe this should happen. If you truly display and walk in your values, that is a green flag. And especially if our values align. Um, I think not enough people spend time thinking about what they value in this life, and it causes a lot of conflict. So that's my first green flag. And you know what I mean when I say values, or should I?
So what's yours? What's your experience with that though?
Uh, well, most of the time, people don't know what they value. They're very casual in life and what they do, and that just lets me know you're just floating or you're just not well intentioned. So that's my experience. When you're like, oh, what do you value? If you can't say or have an idea of what that means to you, then you're already not thinking deep enough for me. You're just living life.
The last guy you talked to, what was his values?
His values, that values he was lacking, he believed in, having a great job. He believed in savings, had a spiritual mentality. But where he lacked in value is communication with raising your child. You kind of have to spend time with your child,
Mm-hmm.
even though you're a tired parent. You got to take her to this class and that class and read with them and do all types of stuff with your child. And to me, that was lacking.
Jeez, got a hotline over there.
I know my phone
Yeah,
keeps beeping. Sorry.
hotline blue.
Sorry about that.
So you what? So he wasn't taking care of his child like that, or wasn't spending time.
Yeah, just child like, oh, go outside, you know, instead of
Go outside and play.
yes. And then nine
How
o'clock come
how old
around,
was the child?
8, 7.
Uh, Go outside and play by yourself.
No, with the neighbors, but all day, like that's and then you're just in the house doing nothing, watching TV, like Duff doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't like a situation where the child was there every day. It was like a every other weekend type of thing. So you would think on the weekends you have her, you would want to plan a lot of things to do. So
How old was he?
40.
40.
Mhm. So that's just one of my values. What about you? What's a green flag when you speak to women and you observe their life? Because that's what green flags really are. Green flags are more of an observations. Any flag, red flag, green flags, you don't know what these flags are until you observe somebody. So, what about you?
Mm, let me think. I ain't think of a good one. That's
Really?
a good one. That's a good one with you women out here. I don't know. Give me another one. Let me think about it.
Okay.
'Cause give me
So
another green flag.
boundaries. Boundaries is a green flag. Like if I meet you and your schedule is to, you go to the gym this time, and it's every day, or you do this thing at a certain time and you are inaccessible that's a good thing. And when you start to like, oh, I'm not going to the gym today because I want to do something else, to me, that's kind of a red flag.
Not
When you
going to the gym today.
Or when you start changing what you do outside of the person you're trying to talk to
Hmm.
too fast, that's a red flag. So the reverse of that, the green flag is if you have boundaries and if you have a routine and things outside of this relationship, that's the green flag to me because um, you should have a life. No one should be able to come into your life and add or take away that easily. So that means you don't have any boundaries if it's that easy to infiltrate you.
I think I want to start off with some red flags.
Okay. What's your red flags?
'Cause I know you want to do green.
That's fine. It's your show. You can do green, red. I just gave a red one.
How about a woman with a dirty house? And they try to blame it on the kids. My kids mess my house up. My kids dirty. Or
Oh,
they don't be cleaning their room. Always trying to blame it on the kids.
yeah. If your room has nothing to do with the kids, but I can see how the rest of the house can be.
Or even when you ain't got no kids in your room dirty.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Trying to blame it on somebody else.
For me, my phone just keeps ringing. Sorry about that. For me, um, I mostly clean up the house more than I do my room. And that's the crazy part. I'm always trying to make sure I'm clean up my stuff and keep a clean space in the house more than I do for my room because sometimes in the morning time I'm throwing stuff everywhere. But I get back to it.
So what's another? Let me see. What's another red flag? I don't know. Do women be difficult for no reason?
What does that mean? That's a loaded
And
statement.
most of y'all women say y'all want this in a man or want a good man, and then when y'all get one, y'all not treat them, or
What is
y'all treat them a certain way because of y'all past. The
what is it?
past
You have
got
to
something.
be specific. What is a good man? What are you defining as a good man?
What would you say a good man is?
I asked you, you brought it up.
No, I want you to ask. Like,
I
I want you
can't.
to answer. So, your perfect man for you would be what? Got a job, own place.
That's what I'm saying. We're already with the green flags. I need to know. I need you to clarify your statement, sir.
A
What
guy
do
that
you,
guy has his shit together.
and that just makes him a good man.
I mean, what else do you need?
You need to be emotionally intelligent. You need to know how to communicate. You need to
All
know
that.
how to financially plan. There's a lot of things that are determined.
When you say plan, I think most women think the guy is always supposed to plan. Like
No,
they can't never come up with oh, I want to take you out here.
I
Like
don't think
they
I
just
don't think
think
that's true.
the guy's always supposed to take them out and pay for everything.
Yes,
The
that's
guy's always supposed to call the female, text
yes,
the female.
yes.
So the guy can't never be busy.
Of course, but
Yeah.
there's a bigger play. Women, we're emotional. So when someone's asking you, hey, to call or plan something, that means that they're trying to see where within your emotions they actually reside. Men will do things that they want to do on
Same
a
thing.
regular schedule if they want to do it. That's just how men
Same,
work.
same as women.
Mm-mm.
Why ain't it?
Because women are always making plans,
No.
especially okay. Most women have been making plans since they were 7 years old in some capacity, right? Most women with children definitely are always making plans, are always thinking about things, are always, in charge of the planning, right, in their life. So most of the time when women are asking, like, hey, plan something or whatever, is to see how much detail you're going to put in it, how much you know about the person that you're trying to take out. It's more than just plan something. It's like, what do you think that this person would like? Because most of the time when women plan things for their kid, their partner, those are the thoughts that they think about. Oh, this person, my kid would like this toy. My person would like this. He wears this size. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Women are always planning. And that's what it means when they're asking you to plan something, is because they want a break.
So if a guy plans the first 7 to 10 dates,
Mhm.
y'all women that just sit back. If he be like, I ain't planning no more. I want to see she gonna act. Y'all just won't plan nothing. Yeah, just sit back and be like, oh,
I don't
she
know.
was gonna do everything.
No. I think when it comes to something like that, again, to me, the communication's already off between
Can
y'all.
you see? Can you see the comments?
No, I can't.
Somebody wrote, "Yes, I agree. We're
They agree
tired of
with
making.
what
We're tired of making all the decisions. What decisions are y'all making?"
we make. Oh, that was for us. I can't see the chat.
Oh, yeah.
We make a lot of decisions. Like, we plan everything, every single detail we do.
If a man take y'all out, y'all ain't planning nothing.
But that again, going back to what you just said originally, that's not usually how it works. Like a green flag is a man that makes a plan. That's a
Right.
green flag. But unfortunately, a
How
lot
many
of
dates does a guy have to take you out on before you pay?
that's a weird question.
That ain't a weird question.
It is. You know why?
Why?
What does paying got to do with anything? Like paying for everything from the beginning to the end?
If a guy takes you out and let's say y'all go out to eat, 5, 6 times on the row, y'all go out to dinner.
Mhm.
Like how many dates you need for you? Be like, oh, let me pick that up. Let me put that check up. Or you're just
But why aren't you trying to be a provider for me?
so you think he's supposed to pay every time?
No, that's not what I'm saying, at all.
So
But why?
I'm talking about you though. So
But that's what I'm saying. The fact that you're counting, that's a red flag. Um, that, like, why aren't you again trying to be a provider for me? Especially if I'm a mom, especially if I got my own, I take care of business. Why aren't you trying to give me a relief?
mm.
People keep talking about, people being in their feminine, masculine, that whole dumb conversation. But these are the reasons why women are like, "Oh, you're so aggressive. You're independent." It's not we don't want to be. It's
So let me
questions
ask
like
you. If
this where it's like,
so, if
how
you
many
talk,
days does it take for you to pay that make
so
women just be
so
masculine like this?
I saw something on social media. A guy was dealing with a girl, and I think he took her out. She all the time he would pay, and he was like, I know you want to go out to eat, but I ain't got it. So what would your answer be if he tells you my
If we're
money funny right now and I don't
and we're
got
in
it?
a relationship,
Yeah, we're in a relationship or you're just dating this guy.
we're exclusively dating.
Mm, I guess.
No, all those things matter.
All right, if y'all exclusive.
Exclusively dating, and we are like leaning towards a relationship, if that was he said, then I would have no problem paying. I probably would have, if we were leaning towards a relationship, I probably would have already paid, right? But if we're just dating casually, like, oh, you get up when we get up or something like that, you're still in the tryout phase, where you should be wanting my favor, and my favor is for you paying for everything. Because it's not about money. It's about my company, my time. Especially for me. I made arrangements. So, like, value my time, baby.
So it's about time.
It's about time.
So what's another one of your green flags? Give me a red flag.
A red flag is, so I said changing your schedule easily. A red flag is not being able to, people that yell automatically when they get upset, not controlling your emotions.
So we got having an argument. He yelling. He get loud.
Yeah, seriously, because you have to control your emotions. Things are going to happen in life, and unfortunately, you start to realize you can't change a lot of stuff, a lot of conflict, because conflict just happens, right? It's just, you can't predict it or anything. So if he doesn't know how to articulate his anger without getting overly aggressive, yelling, and all that other stuff,
Then he might put hands on you if he yelling.
not even put hands on me. It's like, you're mad at something that I'm trying to figure out. You getting louder or more aggressive is not helping us get to the other side of the madness, where I'm understanding what made you upset. So that's what I mean. Like, it's someone who doesn't know how to control their emotions, because everyone's going to get mad. Everyone's going to be sad. Like, you can't control that. But if you don't know how to present it to your partner, that's a red flag. You're emotionally immature.
I think a green flag with me, one of mine to be goals.
Okay.
Gotta have goals.
So elaborate a little bit. So just stating your goals, or like pursuing your goals?
Pursuing your goals. Like for me, I don't so I have one house. I want 2, 3, 4. Like I want to rent my first house out, move into a bigger house, like stuff like that. Get a new job, stuff like that. Like some people just settle for where they at. Like they feel like they stuck, or they might hate their job, but they don't want to do nothing about it. Always complaining.
Yeah, I love that. Saying pursuing your goals it takes work. It takes dedication. You don't realize that after a certain period, it's nobody but yourself that's going to motivate you. And by the time you realize that, you're probably a little old. So, that's a good one. You have to have goals, and you have to actively work on them. Because you could be saying your shoulda, coulda, wouldas for years and just not doing nothing. I like that one.
So what else? I just gave you a green flag. I guess your turn.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pull out an old DMX thing. Trust. DMX was like, in an old interview before he passed, he was like, it's too much work not to trust everybody, right? So he said that he trusts everyone he meets to be exactly who they're going to be. And he used an example like, a dog is going to bite you, a snake is going to attack you. I trust the dog to be a dog. I trust the snake to be a snake. You trust people blindly until they show you otherwise. And for me, how that translates in relationships, I don't really like when people don't trust or say I don't trust or whatever. They're looking for something to go wrong versus being blindly trusting somebody. And then once they break that trust, it's like, oh, okay. And people be like, oh, that's just my defense mechanism. But you're not going into the relationship or partnership with someone with a pure heart. To trust is to be kind of naive. If you think about it, you're naive. You don't think this person could hurt you or will do it, but everyone is capable of it.
Somebody in this chat wrote, when you date, do you start at 0 or 100?
I started at 100. That's what I'm getting into. You gotta go in blind and give
What does
that
that
person
mean though? You start at 100.
literally what I'm saying. Like people say all the time, trust is earned. You got to build trust on all these other things, right?
Or you just trust them off the break?
No, I trust you off the break. You got to prove to me the otherwise. So for real, I go in at 100. Like I go in all the way, doing everything the best. And if you break the trust and break down a relationship, then that's when 100 turns into 80, 80 turns into 60. And you know how the numbers go.
I started at 10.
That's a red flag. That's a red flag, my friend.
I ain't no red flag.
It is.
I believe you can't see the chat. The little
I don't know why. I'm not on the YouTube. That's why. Yeah, because
like I be having it on my TV, so I can see.
I have two screens here. I could plug it up, but I feel like I'm at work if I plug up my two screens. So
I mean, it's what.
Yes,
Be a professional.
Let me see. We are live. Yes, let me see. Okay.
How you feel about texting?
What you mean?
Like, I feel like certain text messages, certain like when you talking serious, like having a serious conversation, you need to pick up the phone, not text. Like I feel if you texting, like I hate when people text me like paragraphs, and I'm like, cause I know I'll be busy or you doing like you got a life, like you got kids or something, and
Work.
you text me like a paragraph, like 3 paragraphs, and I'm trying to like read it. Kid can come in the room, you put your phone down for like hours or whatever, you go handle the kids, whatever, you come back and you still gotta read this damn text message. Like I feel like certain conversations is like for you to pick up the phone. Don't be texting me goddamn 3 paragraphs. Like pick up the phone. Like we adults, like we like grown people. Like how the hell you texting me all this shit? Like,
I agree. So be honest. If a guy like says, "Oh, let's go on the phone," I prefer this way, but that way, I would take you more serious if you said that to me. Like, "Oh, I prefer you to call me than just text all day." That's a green flag. Because
everybody's stuck on texting now.
That's a green flag because texting, like you said, is easy to do. You put a couple words together, put the phone down, do something else. But being on the phone is a little bit more dedicated. So if someone were to say like, "Hey, I prefer phone calls than texting," then that's a green flag.
Somebody said it's hard to be on the phone when you got kids. You better wait till they go to sleep or something. Shit. Step outside, some shit. Find a safe space. Go in the closet.
Or schedule it. I like that. I've been in situations where both had kids and it was like, okay, 10:30.
Yeah,
we gonna call each other at 10:30 because we know what's up. But we've been texting all day. But 10 to 10:30 was more like I want to hear your voice.
That ain't no damn excuse. You got kids.
It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. But you can make time. You can schedule stuff. You can.
Yeah, schedule when they go to sleep. Unless your kids be up all night, they bad as hell.
Yeah. Like I like to do stuff like that. Like I think like again, to me that's more intentional. Like I can see your intent when you ask me to call you or whatever. That to me feels like you want to hear more from me versus just reading my text all day or hearing about my day. You kind of want to hear how I sound. So that's good. I love when people do. Well, men ask me to do that.
Yeah. What's I know we got off. What is the? Did you give me a green flag or red flag?
No, not yet. So
Oh,
validated emotions. Um, you know, valid that means basically when you're going through something. Like earlier today, I told you about my situation going on at work
mhm,
with the text message or whatever.
mhm,
Immediately some you didn't say like, oh, that's crazy. You got a job. Like, you know what I mean? You went with what I was saying as, oh, that bothered you. It's a problem versus trying to figure it out or psychoanalyze it or something like that. Because a lot of people, when you tell them like, hey, I am angry, they try
mhm,
to convince you that you're not angry. And it's like, no, I said I was angry.
mhm.
So to me, that's a green flag. What about you?
See another green or red flag I got is I should have had my list. Mm, Being
Have you ever
consistent.
inconsistent? And what does that mean?
Being consistent. Um, I feel like women, when y'all first meet a guy, y'all might do things. Then when y'all get the guy, y'all stop doing
What are
shit.
these what are these things? Elaborate, please.
Um, Cooking.
Why am I
Um,
cooking for a partner and not my man?
why not?
Are you paying my bills?
You gotta pay your bills for you to cook.
And it's not that. That's not it. It's like I don't
It
like
can
to
be
like.
like breakfast or something.
Oh, breakfast. Oh, absolutely.
That's
But
not cooking.
no, that's cook. I mean, that's a little something. But a full out dinner. I'm not playing house.
That's playing house.
Yes, I'm not a chef.
So
Right. That's not.
if y'all dating and y'all going out and you like oh, we don't gotta go out tonight. I'll cook. That's playing house.
Depends. Yeah, that comes with time. Like,
Yeah, y'all
that's
dating. Y'all
yeah,
dating.
that's what I'm
Y'all
saying.
ain't
Yeah. Oh wow. Oh wow. Y'all
a
that's
while.
not even dating. To me, if I'm cooking for you, we're in a relationship.
What about if you like to cook?
Hmm?
What about if you like to cook?
I do enjoy cooking, but it's not about enjoying cooking. Like you like to grill and you like to throw cookouts and stuff like that, right?
No, I don't like to throw cookouts. I like to grill.
But you like to grill. You know, part of you trying to your dating, I'm sure, involves like, oh, come over, I'm gonna put something on the grill, da, 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 right? But I'm
Mm,
sure that it depends. Like if I'm with somebody and I know her favorite meal, you probably grill that stuff or buy that stuff, right? But if you don't really know her and you just date and you just grilling, you just grabbing random stuff, it's different.
mm.
Does that make sense?
I was reading the
I
chat
saw
pop
you
up.
looking down.
Yeah, the shit just be popping up. You were saying something if you go to the store, you what?
So I was saying, like, when you're grilling with somebody that you're in a relationship with, I'm pretty
Mm-hmm.
sure the menu is different than when you just talking to somebody. Because when you're just talking to somebody or y'all just dating or whatever, you would just grab what you like. But when you're in a relationship,
No, I
and
ain't like that. I grab what the person like.
so you would ask them, what do you want on the grill?
Hmm. I'm
Okay.
just a nice guy, though.
Kev, I can say you are a nice guy. I can say you're a nice guy, but I just think cooking for women is a little different. Um, For me, I can't speak all for women. For me, it's different. Like I have to be committed to cook for you. But if we're, breakfast is that's not really that's nothing. You put some eggs on things, some toast, whatever. That's not a lot. But a
Breakfast
dinner,
is a lot. It can be pancakes, waffles.
yeah. But that's not a lot. But I'm saying a dinner is a lot. You know what I mean? So if I'm making dinner and like we're going down that route, to me it means a little bit more. So I would expect a little bit more.
Hot
That means
dogs and beans can be dinner.
what kind?
Hot dogs and beans can be dinner.
I don't eat hot dogs and beans for dinner. So, that could be for, I guess, a dog or something. I don't know. But I'm not eating that.
There's people out there that love hot dogs and beans.
Yeah, I'm not eating that back. So, yeah.
Saying it's only for dogs.
And kids, beans and Franks. Come on now. Franks and beans. What was that on? Martin.
I know people that be tearing up hot dogs and beans.
Franks and beans? No, thanks.
Let me see. I think it's your turn. Yeah, I just gave you one. It's your turn.
It's my turn now. So another green flag for me would be compliments.
Given you like to get compliments from the guy.
To get compliments. Women love compliments.
Yeah,
But it's amazing how it stops after men think they got you. It's crazy how the rate drops. And I'm one of those people, more, not just me, women, we love compliments from our guy. And guys think like, oh, I'm with you. I think you're beautiful. It's like, no, it means we hear it 10,000 times every day from these random people.
That probably be a red flag for me.
But from the man, that's see? That's what I mean. Like,
probably they probably say I wouldn't do it. I don't do it enough.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. When it's your guy saying something, it's totally different than these random people on the street.
Somebody said compliments early on seems kind of fake.
Like you have an agenda. That's what I said. Early on, it comes all the time, right?
Early on, so you should just say, "Oh, you look nice."
It comes all the time. It's like they drown you in compliments when you first get together. But as soon as y'all talk a little bit more regularly,
what's a bad compliment in the beginning?
A bad compliment in the beginning?
Yeah, like what can a guy say that you be like, oh hell no, I can't believe you just said that. Like, oh, that thing hanging out in the back. Oh, that thing fat.
I don't think it's a bad compliment.
It got to be a bad compliment. All compliments ain't good, or the way you say it.
I mean, then it's not a compliment. You know what I mean? So
compliment. He might think it's a compliment.
I don't think.
I might say compliment on her body.
I don't think so. My personal opinion, I don't think.
So if y'all with a guy, he say, "Damn, that ass looking fat," you gonna be like, "Oh, thank you."
Yeah, if I like you, and you telling me I'm yeah, because that's something that you like of me. I'm with you and I like. Yes, that's a good thing in my opinion. There's no bad compliments. It's only, to me, only bad compliments are when they backhanded. You know what I mean? A backhanded compliment is like you really trying to diss me, but you're trying to make it sound good.
Like what?
Like, ooh, you wearing something creative, like a outfit. Because I like to dress different. Like sometimes I like to dress like really girly, or sometimes I dress like streetwear, depending on what I'm wearing. Right. So they'll say like, "Oh, you really made that. You really pulled that look together. I saw it on somebody else and I ain't like it." Pretty much is what they're saying. So that one is not bad, but it's like the one that's gonna be like, what you really trying to say? Or like, ooh, that color looks really good on you. It usually doesn't look good on people. Like, you know what I mean? You be like, huh? So those are bad compliments. But I usually don't get those type of compliments from partners. I get those compliments for like coworkers. Them weird compliments. Like usually guys that you're dating don't. I never got a bad compliment from a guy that I was interested in. I should say.
Never got bad compliment.
Not from a guy that I was interested in, no. But like work, yeah. Because guys talk to me nice, and they do. If you want to talk to me, why would you be mean?
So, which one was it? Is it my turn?
Yeah, I think it's because I'm a nice person too. I'm not a person that's going to put the press on you or say anything crazy to you. I'm a person that's going to be like, okay, I'll meet you where you are. And if you're not there for me or meeting what I need, I'm gonna move on. So I think that's why I don't get bad compliments. Like I'm not just hanging around. It's like, all right, let's see what's going on. And if it's not the same vibe, then hey, gotta go.
I don't like I don't like women that like try to like be extra or press you into things or try to force stuff.
Mhm.
We've been dating for this long. I think it's time for us to do this so that like I remember I was talking to this one girl. I don't know, it was like maybe like a couple of months.
Mm.
And she was like, we should just get in a relationship. And I was like, nah, I don't really know you like that. I'm still learning you, still getting to know you. And she was like, that's crazy. I never met a guy that I talked to for months and ain't want to bum me up. She said, I was like, bum me up. I was like, that sounds like some high school shit.
I
But
was
I was
gonna
like,
say you in high school.
yeah, I was like, that sounds like some high school shit. But yeah, that didn't want to, be in a relationship with her. Like after a couple of months and shit. Like 2, 3, some shit like that.
Well, I can see that. But when you guys were having sex, weren't you?
Maybe 6. I don't know. I can't remember. You might
Yeah.
have. You might have.
Yeah, you were. Because that's the only reason why she would think that, right? So that's another thing.
I mean, she may have sex with everybody.
I just think as women, as emotional as we are, we need to just admit it. And when it's coming to certain things and giving our body away in time, placements, she probably told you from day one that's what she wanted.
She wanted
A relationship. And
I mean, at our age, I think we only date to, get in a relationship.
Some men do not date to get in a
Well,
relationship.
most men.
I don't know, but I know women, and yeah, I know some guys are not dating to be in a relationship. They're just dating just to date. And I think that's what
waste of time and waste of money.
Some men don't care about the money. It's about conquering women. That's a whole thing.
Or like seeing how many women I can hit.
Yeah.
That's like some shit you do when you're young. If you're 40 and close to 40 and still doing that, then something wrong with you.
My mom works in geriatric care. So like nursing homes and stuff like that. So she says, you'd be surprised. You think it's a lot of old women in there. She says a lot of old men that tried to play a card too long, and now they even got nobody to come see them. Their kids don't like them. Their family barely mess with them, and they don't got nobody to come see them. They get no visitors, and it's because they try to live that player lifestyle for too long. So, I'm telling you, it's some old fools out there.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think after a while it get old when you just trying to hit one, keep moving on to the next one, and then the next one, the next one, the next one, and
But
after a while you just by yourself. Like, you get old.
Did you say anything to that one girl? The one she was like, I think we need to be like, did you say anything to her? Like, hey, I don't think we vibe into something more permanent. Or was that the first conversation she brought
She
it
was
up?
crazy. Yeah, she was crazy. Now I forgot what I told her, but she was yeah, it wasn't gonna work though.
Yeah, so that's another thing. Like, you got to be honest with these people. You know, by like a month or two, if it's going to work or not. You do. You know.
I don't know, a month or two, maybe like
Yes, you
two to
do.
3 months. It depends on how much time you spend with that person too.
Yeah, but from the conversations and
On the text messages, people don't pick up the phone no more.
or the values that the person is displaying or conveyed to you, I guess y'all don't
You
get
think
into deep conversations. So
you think
now,
a man and a woman can be friends if they
no,
had sex?
no,
Why not?
because I don't believe men and women could be friends like that anyway.
You don't believe you don't believe a man can have a female friend that's just friends?
Absolutely. Yeah, somebody that you knew for a while, like say y'all went to college together, say you went to high school together, and y'all always just been friends. Yes, oh y'all are friends, right? I don't believe men and women could be friends. Like, oh, I just met somebody and now we friends. Like, no, mm-mm. Not at our big age, no. But like
So
somebody that came
a
up with,
person say say you was dating a guy and y'all didn't work out and y'all decided to be friends. You think y'all could just be friends?
no,
Why?
because we didn't work out for a reason.
All right.
And when we initially tried to come together, the basis wasn't a friendship, it was a relationship.
I think y'all can be friends.
That's what I'm saying. I date intentionally. So like I'm not, dating to make friends. I'm dating to, be with someone. So I really don't think it's possible. But hey, if that's something that you come out across, then you know,
I
it's
think it's
different.
possible. If you date somebody and y'all just like y'all get along, y'all vibe, but it's just something just it just ain't gonna work. Or y'all just decide that maybe y'all tried it and y'all just decide I think we're better off as friends. I
No,
think y'all could be friends. I don't see what the problem is.
I don't. I don't think so.
Ain't like they trying to get with you.
Mm-mm. That's why I don't. I don't have sex casually. That's not my thing. Never has been my thing. Um, just
You
because.
say anything about sex? Y'all dated.
But that's what I'm saying. If it was when you're dating, that's the underlying. You have to have attraction to that person. That's the underlying. That lust is something that you try to hold off. To me, when you're dating, that's kind of the thing. The natural urges, you kind of want that from that person, unless then you must not be attracted to them. So what I'm saying is, with
You
that
can't fall
mindset,
out of. You can't lose that attraction for somebody. Will have control, self control. Like, no, we ain't doing that.
yeah, but it takes the excitement.
Friend zone. You know how to keep in friend zone.
But it takes the excitement out of the romantic possibility, that friend zone thing. It does.
You never had a guy try to talk to you, you put him in the friend zone. You just knew it wasn't gonna work.
No, I mean I did, but I'm not here to collect. I'm not a people collector. To me, like if we started off on a certain path, I don't necessarily need more friends. I'm not out here to collect you. So if we start on a certain path that was more romantic and it doesn't pan out, then we done. Like I don't need. Mm-mm. And maybe that's just me. Maybe you call it cold-hearted. Maybe that's the Aquarius in me because we tend to be a little bit more uh, closed off. But yeah, No. No. No.
Mm.
So it sounds like that's something that you readily do. And to me, when
But
stuff like that,
I'm
this
just saying that
ambiguity,
I'm not
you
gonna say I don't have any friends. Like,
you have an ambiguity with you. You don't set clear communications or standards or expectations when you're talking to your woman. That's what it sounds like for me, because it's either you are or you aren't.
wrong,
No,
wrong.
no.
How you gonna say that?
Because I know you.
You don't know.
No, that's not true.
Mm-mm.
I know
I wish
you.
I had a
So.
button or something to press.
Exactly.
Like
You
a like
get
a
button.
like
Right.
a
Wrong.
button.
Wrong. Wrong. And wish I had a green button. This would have been perfect for the episode. You had the red, I had the green. I'd have been like, right,
I
right,
should have.
right.
No, I should have got the little thumbs up, green thumbs up, and the green and the blue with the red thumbs down. So I give you the thumbs down.
No. And then let's go back to my green flags. So someone who cannot tell you well, that's a red flag. Someone who can tell you clearly where they messed up at, because they take accountability of
What you
certain
mean?
situations. Any situation, like from job to friendship to relationship, a green flag is somebody that can like look at it from both sides. Nobody wants to admit that they're wrong. But
Mm-hmm.
if you can objectively like, hey, I could have did this better, that's a green flag, because it plays in your relationship. Like I said, conflict is always going to arise. But if you can't put yourself in the other person's shoes to understand why they may be thinking like that, why they may be angry, and then check yourself, right? Being accountable for whatever you said or did without that understanding, then, that's not a good thing, because you can't avoid conflict. It's going to happen. You're going to argue. That whole thing, oh, we don't argue. That is such a lie. You are two different people, two human beings. Y'all are going to argue. It's not about how you argue. It's not about what you arguing about. It's how you argue.
Yeah, I don't argue.
Red flag.
How's that a red flag? Because I don't argue.
Because you're going to feel, that means you're not passionate about something. That means you're falling for anything. I could
That
sell
don't
you
mean
a
that.
beach house in Idaho.
That don't mean that.
Yes, it does.
Because I don't
Because
want to argue.
you ain't standing on business. You don't got no business to
I'm
stand on.
always standing on business.
All right.
But I ain't going to argue. I ain't gonna be in there yelling and top of my lungs and shit.
That's
No,
why I said it's
that's
about
you.
how you argue. You're going to have conflict. Arguing is not just loud voices and tension. Arguing is literally a disagreement.
I don't really get mad, so I guess, argue, but I have a low tone.
That's what I'm saying. It's not about being mad. It's about, hey, I don't agree. And that's why I said it's going to happen, because if I'm coming to your life, I've been in your life for 6 months, and you are 40. There's certain things that you're going to have a passionate opinion about. And in 6 months of knowing me, is no way that I could have changed your mind. Right? So that's what I'm saying. It's going to be disagreements.
It's always
Which,
gonna be that.
which brings me to my question for you. I'm just telling you all my green and reds. I got a question because I saw this on social media. Would you be with somebody that can change their religion to be with you?
I don't know what the hell religion are they? Like what they
Whatever. So
worshiping the devil or something?
no,
They
come
don't
on now.
believe in they don't believe in God.
Think realistically. All right. So say I'm a woman. I meet a Muslim man.
Mm-hmm.
He wants me to convert.
Mm-hmm.
Or for you, you're a man. You meet It's usually not the same for you because you are a man, so it's not like that. But let's just play pretend. Um, you're a man, and I think in the Jewish religion, correct me if I'm wrong, people, but I think in the Jewish religion, the woman has to invite a man to their religion. It's like that because the mother produces more Jewish people. So yeah, the woman has a little bit more power in that religion. I don't know. Correct me, whatever. So that's what I'm saying. Like if you met somebody and y'all thinking about getting married now, and she's like, "Oh, I can't marry you unless you're Jewish, but you can convert because you're trying to enter my family." Would you do it?
Mm.
Why?
I don't know. I just can't see me doing that. Like, I don't know. I think that has to be something that y'all talk about in the beginning, though, like with y'all religion and stuff, and know how deep it is, and you'll have to convert over to what I believe and all that. I don't see people talking for years or months and then talking about, oh, you gotta convert over to this.
That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes that's how it goes. Like, like you were saying, like, oh, I don't know, y'all say y'all were talking, y'all separated, and then you're talking again. And this time, this go around is a little bit more serious, and you're like, oh, I'm really considering this person. And she says, well, I would love to get married, and you want to marry her. But she's like, oh, I need you to convert to my religion.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Okay.
I need to know about this religion. I need to know everything.
And I think this is where we are finally agreeing because that's someplace I would not do it. And it goes back to the person that I am. It's like I appreciate your religion, but I've gone 40 years in my religion and my spiritual beliefs. So someone come into my life, I'm gonna be generous a year and was like demanding that I convert because that's taken away all my years of practice and prayer and dedication. That's not a good thing. That means I'm not standing on anything. I fall for anything. If you can change my religious beliefs, then I'm just falling for anything. Because what else would I change up on? To me, it's like, what else would you change up on? You're going to change up on your mom. You're going to change up on your family. You're going to change up on me. Because if that was that, something that I hope you hold with high regard, I would hope you do, then that's too easy for me.
Right. Yeah, I think that's something that you have to bring up early when you're meeting somebody.
So I'm saying.
A lot of people hide shit till later on.
I don't know if it's hiding. It's just like some people don't think about it. Like, oh, he's Muslim. I'll think about it another time. I'm telling you, especially like for me as a woman in the Maryland area that we are, there's a lot of little Muslim people in our in our community. And but I'm Muslim. I go to Juma on Fridays and blah blah blah. You don't think about like how it's going to affect your life until, like I said, you get a little more intimate, more serious. Then they start asking, would you convert or da da da? So it's like, no.
I think we got about 5 more minutes.
We do. So what's your favorite part of, and this is general, what's your favorite part of relationship stage? The beginning, the honeymoon, or when y'all like all past that honeymoon and you just into it? What's your favorite part?
I ain't gonna say that. Might be the beginning.
Everybody likes the beginning.
Yeah, the beginning and Probably when you first get into a relationship.
Mm,
And once you get into it, you get to really see how the person is.
I guess my favorite part is
See what changes. They
my favorite,
say people get happy late.
yep. And I guess that's my favorite part of the relationship. Not the happy wait part, but when you feel comfortable enough to just be comfortable. Because sometimes, I'm, you know what I do? I talk all day. All day I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking. Sometimes I love to just sit in silence and that that's what I need right now because I'm always running my mouth. And the fact that I'm just sitting next to you doing something and just not necessarily talking to you and you appreciate that because you know who I am, that's the part of the relationship I like. That's what I'm saying. Like that comes a little bit later. Because when you're in the beginning, you still trying to know each other and like the nerves are there and like, all these other little fake things and stuff. But when you start to know the person and like show them small gestures of appreciation, just being quiet, just being like, I know nothing wrong with her. She just cool right now. And just letting me be, like that is a blessing. That's when because some people get nervous. Oh, what's wrong with you? And they try to force conversations, like
think something wrong with you. Think you about to kill him.
Or
You're too
I
quiet.
guess, but it's just you don't pay attention. You're not paying attention.
Mm.
That's what that indicates. And that's what I'm saying. I like that stage where because you're paying attention to your partner, you know what they need. And it's not about going out on dates or, impressing them in any way. It's just about knowing what that person needs because that is the basis of life. I'm a romantic, big romantic in many ways, and I communicate very clearly. So, I have big expectations for people that want to be my partner because I tell you exactly what I want. Exactly.
And that's what you're supposed to do.
A lot of people don't do it. They don't. My wine is all empty now.
How much was in there?
Just about this high.
Oh,
Yeah.
that ain't much.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot. I want to make sure I was okay talking to you.
You could have drunk the whole bottle.
I'm about to. Look, I'm just joking.
I'm done drinking. I'm taking a break.
For your birthday. Oh, yeah, your birthday. Congratulations. Welcome to the 40s Club.
I've been 40. Well,
42. 41?
41. 42.
41. Psh, psh, psh. If you had effects, this is all like this, the confetti doing it. Congratulations. You feel good though?
Yeah. I always feel good.
You are Aries, right?
Taurus.
Oh, I love Taurus. Aries are mean, so yes, I love Taurus.
Yeah, Taurus are the best.
No.
Best kind of people are Taurus.
No.
Yes.
No. But Aquarius are the best people, but Taurus are nice.
We ain't nice. We just better than everybody.
You're not. But that's a very Taurus statement to think that.
Hang on, I forgot what the hell. I'm trying to people be saying they don't be getting the live. So I be sending it out to people.
We need to pause the live.
Huh?
I said pause the live. You pause the live?
What? Pause the live?
Can you?
Can I pause it?
Yeah.
No, I can't pause it. I just gotta stop it. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Why you want me to pause it?
No reason. Particularly.
You could have texted it to me. Oh. You don't be watching my favorite show is was it Nightcap with Ocho and Shannon
Oh
Sharp.
yes.
They,
I watch the clips. I don't watch the show.
they stay going back, like going to the bathroom. He like, oh shit. He like, hold on. He like, take over, Ocho. I gotta use the bathroom. Get up and go use the bathroom. Ocho be like, all right, chat. He be like, chat. He be talking.
Well, that's what
Taking
I
over.
tell me what you want to do because I gotta go real bad.
we can just and we had an hour anyway, so
Exactly.
yeah, so we can just end it. So comment, like, subscribe.
Please.
Wait.
It's always a fun time on your show. You do a great thing. Oh, I want to say real quick.
Mhm.
Last time I was on your show,
Mhm.
that Gorilla song came out, and I was talking about Cubans on Cubans, right? Now there's a show on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen like Unlocked or something.
I think I heard of it.
Man, so when there's a line in that song, she was like, "Before I let you play with me, I'm gonna eat some jail food," right?
Right.
They're making jail food. I'm like, this is what she was talking about. That food looks this man made a pizza with ramen noodles. I said, wait a minute. And
I heard it's good.
no,
You gotta try it.
it did not look good. All they're using is sink hot water and stuff like that to heat up stuff. That's not good.
They make all type of shit in jail here.
Man, when I saw the process for the hooch, I said, okay, Gorilla, you're right. Before I let you play with me, I eat some jail food. Because no.
I love Gorilla. That's my girl.
I love Glorilla. So anyways, it was always a pleasure. I wanted to say about that though.
Yeah. Come back anytime.
Can't wait. Bye.